Hey guys, Jimbo Clumbo here with another whiskey review for you today. Today we're going to be reviewing, excuse my pronunciation, Hochstadter's Slow and Low Rock and Rye Whiskey. It's a American style rye whiskey. It comes in at 84 proof and it's distilled at Cooper Spirits in Philadelphia. So this bottle has a lot of history behind it. It comes to us in the late 1800s and has a concept of adding rock candy, which was, I guess, popular back then, to rye whiskey. Rye whiskey, as you may know, was extremely popular and common to be served in bars back in that time. And typically the rye whiskeys that were served were unaged and very young, so that caused them to be extremely harsh and hard to palate. So somebody had the idea of adding rock candy to it to make the taste a little bit more palatable and not as harsh, and it seemed like it worked pretty well, enough to where these guys started making making some of their whiskey with rock candy, navel orange, and honey into it, and serving it as almost like a cocktail in a bottle without having to mix all those ingredients up with them separately. So as you can see, I've had some of this already, and I've already kind of tasted it out myself, tested it out, and I enjoy this whiskey. It's really good, very easy to drink, smooth, very smooth. It is a little sweet. However, if you put some ice in there, you pour you some out, it shouldn't be an issue. It'll kind of cut that sweetness down just a little bit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pour some of this out and get to the nosing, okay? And we are going to be doing a tasting here in just a moment. So one of the first things you kind of notice about this bottle before I do the pour is the neck on it is textured and it's extremely wide. And then I also noticed that there's a cork. It's not a real cork, but it's a cork top nonetheless. And it's that's a nice little addition. The top on this bottle is extra wide, so just be careful on your pour. It is a generous pour. So I'm going to pour some out here, just enough to do a couple sips for the review. If you guys have some of this and you're watching this review, go ahead and join me with a tasting on this and a nosing, and let's get to it, okay? So to the nose. So it's a nice light brown color, really clear. Alright, let's get right into it. So the first thing I noticed right off the bat is oranges. It's extremely floral with the orange in it. And I guess they're navel oranges from Florida that this distiller imports from Florida back to Pennsylvania for them to add it to this spirit. It's very sweet and spicy from the rye, and it's not too alcohol-y either. It is 84 proof, so it's a little bit higher than say like your regular 80 proofs, but it doesn't hurt your nose when you're nosing here. But it's extremely orange forward. So let's get to this tasting, okay? Cheers, guys. So right off the bat, you get the orange and the honey, and then the spice from the rye, and again it's sweet from that candy, and probably the corn with the rye. It does taste very familiarly like a old fashioned. I have another video that I made about how I like my old fashioned, and this tastes similar to an old fashioned for sure. But again, very sweet. You would need some ice to go with it, in my opinion, to cut down some of that sweetness, and it'd be not a nice cocktail just to drink. Let's go in for one more. Again, a lot of orange and spice from that rye. Not too dry, and it's really tasty. It's just a little sweet. Again, just throw some ice in it, and it'll be a really good cocktail drink just to have maybe after dinner, if you're watching TV or something at the end of the day. So, I mean, again, Jimbo Klimbo here doing a review on the Hochstadter Slow and Low Rye and Rock out of Pennsylvania. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am going to add a link down in the comment or in the description below with a link to my old-fashioned review and how I like my old-fashions, along with a link to these guys' distillery, so you can check out their story straight from them. Like and comment about the video, and let me know how you like your old fashions, or if you have ever tried this before, and what are your opinions on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Again, Jimbo Klimbo here. Cheers, guys.